Portsmouth are your real deal over in League One after smashing Bolton last night to keep themselves right on track for automatic promotion. But what about the chasing pack? How do they get on? We're going to take a little look next. Today we take a look at match number 22 in League One, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button back to all things Rovers related, League One related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys. Under one Rooski, of course. Portsmouth put a benchmark now, really opened up a 6-point cushion between themselves and second spot Bolton. But of course, the race to join Portsmouth and the playoffs is well on track. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And of course, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, and check us all out down below. Anyway, so here we go then. Of course, take a little look at the scores and picks and all that kind of jazz. So here we go. So Blackpool, big winners for them. 3-0 winners over Carlisle. I went with the 2-1 win myself. Blackpool moving up to 8th in the table. Bristol Rovers draw against Cheltenham, of course, middle of the road for them at the moment. I went with a 2-1 win in the end. Stevenage, 2-1 winners over Burton. Got them on spot on the nose. Burton, of course, sacking the manager in the process. Stevenage still up into third within touching distance of second spot. Charlton 2, Cambridge 2. I wanted the 2-0 win myself for the hosts on this one. Exeter did lose to Port Vale, 1-0 win for them on the road. Barnsley 3-1 winners over Reading. I went the other way. Derby 3-0 winners over Leyton Orient. I went with the 2-0 win myself. Northampton Town 3-0 winners over Fleetwood. They're looking good. I won with the draw myself. Peterborough 3-0 winners over Oxford. I won with the 3-0 win. Wigan could only muster a draw against Lincoln. Of course, 0-0 in the end. I won with the 2-0 win. Shrewsbury 1-0 winners over Wycombe. Wow, we won. And Portsmouth 2-0 winners over Bolton. Again, I did pretty shit myself. Not really going to harp on about it. But this is, of course, the prediction league right here, right now. And Frosty with 4. Prince or Hinterland with 9. Of course, Shakespeare's FC up there with 8. Wheeler. If you don't see your name in there, there might be a reason why you're not seeing it in there, because you might be late. And we do not take late picks in this house. So, of course, make sure you're on time, early doors, if not, because otherwise flags will be raised. So anyway, that's the state of play for this past week. But kicking ass and taking aim is Blue Jack plays with 84 points at the moment. Of course, Frosty's in second with 77. There's something down me in my gut says that top spot could be caught. So just keep on keeping on and keep on predicting and see how you get on as well. And again, make sure you're fucking early. Don't be late. Don't put your predictions after the time, because then people will start to think about legitimacy, and we don't like that. Anyway, Portsmouth, well, we do like legitimacy, but we don't want to have to raise those questions or eyebrows. Anyway, Portsmouth, top dogs right now, 6 points clear over Bolton, who are level on points with Stevenage, who are just 1 point clear over Peterborough, and then Derby and Oxford make up the power 6. Barnsley, Blackpool, and then, don't look at Wigan right now, and Lincoln within striking distance. Going down, though, Cheltenham, Carlisle, Fleetwood, and Reading at the moment. So Reading, technically, they are in the relegation zone there. They're actually 23rd in the real table with 13 points level. So don't look at that, at the way it is right now. So, but those bottom 4 teams are going down. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is the link for the prediction league, so get involved. Make sure you get involved with all that business. I don't know why I'm going a big picture, because we're going to keep on keeping on with the next round of games, which of course coming at you this coming weekend. And there's actually one game on Tuesday the 12th of December. It's Reading, it's Oxford. So that could have some bearing on the league. So bear that in mind when I do read out their data. But then we're going to start with Bolton. We're going to start with Bristol Rovers. We're going to start over on 16th of December. Played each other 6 times since 2016. 3 for Bolton, nothing for Bristol Rovers, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Bolton. 2-0 win. They got 10 goals in 6 games, 1.67 goals a game on average. Bristol Rovers, though, without a win against Bolton at the moment. 6 goals scored in 6 games. It's a goal a game on average. 50% form, though, Bristol Rovers at the moment. Under Matthew Taylor now, new regime. Without a win, though, in the last 4, 13 for the table with 25 points on the board. Up against Bolton, just 1 win, 1 defeat the last 6, 75% form for them. They are second in the table. Last time around, over at Bolton, it was a 1-1 draw back in December 2022. Bolton, no unbeaten against them over the last 6. The home side has not won this game in the last 6 games, so that's something to bear in mind. The odds, though, for this one, 64 on is Bolton, 3-1 draw, 54 is, of course, your away win here. We're going to go with Bolton, though. They did lose against Portsmouth, but I think they'll bounce back convincingly at home to keep themselves in the mix for automatics. Cambridge United against Blackpool coming at you over in Cambridge. Now, these two sides have played each other twice since 2016. Both of them ended up as draws. Cambridge, though, and Blackpool, both identical records here. Of course, a goal apiece between 2 games, 0.50 goals a game on average. Cambridge, though, 42% form for them right now. Back-to-back games now without a loss under Neil Harris, formerly of Gillingham. Is that right? Up against Blackpool, of course, Critchley's boys, 83% form for them right now, winning 5 of the last 6. They're looking A-OK, 8 for the table with 33 points on the board, of course. Last time around, over in Cambridge, it was a 0-0 draw back in January 2017. Of course, the odds though for this one, Cambridge 3-1 for the victory, 11-10 on is your Blackpool, 5-2 is the draw. Backing a draw here, of course, new manager for Cambridge. If I'm going to lean one way or the other, it will be in favour of Blackpool, but I think Neil Harris will get a good result or something positive to keep Cambridge moving, hopefully in the right direction, of course. Meanwhile, Carlisle against Northampton Town, coming at you in Carlisle. Play each other 21 times, 2003, 5 wins for Carlisle, 10 for Northampton, 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Carlisle, 3-0 win. They got 24 goals in 21 matches, 1.14 goals a game on average. Northampton Town, 3-0 win. The biggest, scoring 33 goals in 21 matches, 1.57 goals a game on average. 67% form for Northampton right now, winning 4 of the last 6. They are 12th with 26 points on the board. Up against Carlisle, 1 win in 6, 25% form for them heading into this one. Last round in Carlisle was a 0-0 draw back in April 2023. The odds though for this one, Carlisle 13-8 for the victory, 7-4 is your away win, 11-5 is the draw. Middle to bottom end of the table one here, but I'm going to go with the 1-0 win for Carlisle. Big result for them. Long road to travel for Northampton Town, but of course the host taking the points on this one. Cheltenham against Leyton Orient, coming at you over in Cheltenham as well. These two sides played each other 19 times, 2003, 11 wins for Cheltenham, 6 for Leyton Orient, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Cheltenham, 4-1 win. They got 25 goals in 19 games, 1.32 goals a game on average. The Orient, though, 2-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 18 goals in 19 games, 0.95 goals a game on average. The Orient, though, without a win in the last 6. In fact, they haven't lost the one in the last 7. They are 60 for the day with 22 points on the board. Against Cheltenham, just 1 defeat, that's 4 for them right now, 33% form. They are 24th with 13 points on the board. Last time around, though, in Cheltenham was a 1-0 win for Cheltenham, who did the double over Orient last time around. That was back in League 2 in the 2020-2021 season. The odds, though, for this one, we're looking at Cheltenham 2-1 for the victory, 11-8 is your Orient, 11-5 is the draw. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the hosts here. Surprise, surprise. Cheltenham get the result. Orient are in the mud. Meanwhile, Derby County against Wycombe coming at you over at Pride Park. Now, these two sides have played each other 4 times in 2020. 2 for Derby, 1 for Wycombe, and 1 draw, of course. Biggest win for Derby. 2-1 win. They got 7 goals in 4 games, 1.75 goals a game on average. Wycombe, 3-2 win. The biggest score, 6 goals in 4 games, 1.50 goals a game on average. Just 2 wins the last 6 for Wycombe at the moment. 33% form for them. They are 15th for the table with 22 points on the board. Against Derby, 5 wins the last 6, 83% form for them. 5th for the table with 36 points on the board. They are, of course, in this mix. They are, of course, not only in the playoff mix, they're in the automatic promotion mix. Last round over in Derby, it was a 2-1 win for Derby back in September 2022. That was in the Championship. The odds are for this one, Derby 15-8 on for the victory, 3-1 is your 11-2 is, of course, your Wycombe Wanderers on this one. We are going to go with a 3-0 win for Derby on this one to take it to the house. Keep it on going. Barnsley against Charlton coming at you over at Oakwell. Played each other 24 times since 1993. Got 8 wins apiece and 8 draws, of course. Biggest win for Barnsley, 4-0 win. They got 35 goals in 24 matches, 1.46 goals a game on average. Charlton, though, 6-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 36 goals in 24 matches, 1.50 goals a game on average. Charlton, though, 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn 2 over the last 6. They are 10th with 27 points on the board. Up against Barnsley, 42% form for them right now, winning 2 of the last 6. They are 7th with 34 points on the board as well. Last time around, over in Barnsley, it was a 3-1 win for the hosts back in September 2022. The hosts have not lost this game since Barnsley lost to beat Charlton at the Vale back in April 2014. The odds for this one, we got what we got going on here. We've got Barnsley coming at you at 11-10 on for the victory, 13-5 is draw, 3-1 is your long shots. Of course, we're going to go with a 2-0 win for Barnsley on this one over Charlton. Getting on forward, it is Stevenage, it is Exeter. Of course, it's coming at you on the Saturday, the 16th of December. Played each other 31 times, 2003. 5 wins to Stevenage, 16 wins to Exeter, and 10 draws, of course. Biggest win for the hosts, 3-1 win. They got 30 goals in 31 matches, 0.97 goals a game on average. Exeter, under Caldwell, 4-0 win. The biggest score, 51 goals in 31 matches, 1.65 goals a game on average. There's just 1 win in 6 for Exeter at the moment. They are 20th with 18 points on the board. It must not be long now before he is fired, Caldwell, because they are slipping into oblivion. Just 1 win in 6. Up against Stevenage, of course, red hot to trot. They are 3rd, 39 points on the board, of course, without a loss in at least the last 6 games. Last time around, though, over in Stevenage, it was a 2-2 draw back in October 2021. That was in League 2. The odds are for this one, Stevenage 13-8 on for the victory, 14-5 is draw, and 9-2 is, of course, your Exeter, who are in trouble. Going to go with a 2-1 win for here. Stevenage taking the points, and, of course, moving up the ladder. They go. Fleetwood Town against Peterborough. Come at you over in Fleetwood. Now, these two sides have played each other 16 times, 2014, 7 wins apiece, and 2 draws. Of course, Fleetwood, 3-1 win the biggest, scoring 19 goals in 16 games, 1.19 goals a game on average. Borough, though, or Posh, should I say, 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 17 goals in 16 games, 1.06 goals a game on average. Peterborough, 17 75% form for them right now. They are 4th with 38 points on the board. Up against Fleetwood, 5 defeats on the spin for Lee Johnson's boys. They're 21st in the table, 16 points on the board, 17% form. Of course, Lee Johnson only, hired midway through the season. Could be also on his way out at the moment. 21st in the table. Last time around, over in Fleetwood, it was a 1-win for Fleetwood, who've done the double over Peterborough last time around in the 2022-2023 season. Meanwhile, the odds for this one, though, Fleetwood coming at you, 60-5 for the victory, 5-4 on as your Peterborough, 13-5 is the draw. We're going to go with a 2-0 win for the Posh on this one to take the points and move. They'll change as well. Meanwhile, Lincoln City against Reading coming at you over at Sinson Bank. They play each other just the one time, 2016. It was a win for Lincoln, nothing for Reading, and 0 draws. Of course, biggest win, the only win for Lincoln, 4-1 win. They got 4 goals in that one. There's no point me reading that gibberish out. Lincoln, though, unbeaten in the last 4, 58% form for them right now. 9th of the day with 31 points on the board. Up against Reading, 4 wins the last 6, 67% form for them. They are still 23rd with 13 points on the board as well. Last time around, that 4-1 win was a friendly, so let's not really look into that. Of course, Lincoln on the back of a 0-0 draw against Wigan. Back-to-back clean sheets though for Lincoln at the moment. Meanwhile, Reading on the back of that 3-1 loss to Barnsley. The odds for this one, we're looking at Lincoln City 11-8 for the victory, 2-1 is your Reading, 9-4 is the draw. I've gone with Reading here, but Lincoln have been good under the new regime. I think is yet to taste defeat. And Reading have been on a good bit of form of late, and it's been starting to move in the right direction. But I'm going to go with Reading, even though I'm a little bit unsure about that one. Meanwhile, Oxford United against, I think, managerless Burton Albion. Now, these two sides have played each other 28 times, done 6-13 wins at Oxford, 8 wins at Burton, 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for the hosts, 4-0 win. They got 47 goals in 28 games, 1.68 goals a game on average. Burton, 4-0 win, the biggest score, 36 goals in 28 matches, 1.29 goals a game on average. 2 wins the last 6 for Burton at the moment, 33% form for them. They are 19th with 20 points on the board. Up against Oxford, who are 6th at the moment, dropping down to 6th. 36 points on the board, 2 wins the last 5 for them, 58% form for them heading into this. Of course, last time around over at the Kazam, it was a 2-1 win for Oxford back in September 2022. But the odds right there, right now, we have 13-8 on as your Oxford, 11-4 is the draw, 9-2 is, of course, your away win. We're going to go 2-0 win Oxford here. Back to winning ways. Managerless Burton need to find a good one. They're going to get themselves up the table. Meanwhile, Port Vale up against Wigan Athletic coming at you at Vale Park. Now, these two sides, again, have played each other 4 times. It's done 2 wins apiece and no draws. Biggest win for Vale, 3-1 win. They got 6 goals scored in 4 games, 1.50 goals a game on average. Wigan, also 2 wins, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 7 goals in 4 games, 1.75 goals a game on average. Wigan, though, without a loss in the last 9 games, 14th of the table with 23 points on the board. Up against Port Vale, 2 wins the last 6, 42% form for them. They are 17th with 22 points on the board at the moment as well. Last time around, though, over at Vale Park, it was a 3-2 win for Port Vale back in September 2015. That was in League One. The odds, though, for this one, 5-4 is your Port Vale, 11-5 is your away win, 23-10 is the draw. We're backing, I think we're going Wigan, aren't we? We are going Wigan. 1-0 winners on the road, 3 points in the bag. Can they do this? Can they actually climb the table? We'll see about that as well. Shrewsbury against Portsmouth, of course. Shrewsbury doing little bits of good form at the moment. Up against Portsmouth, also on good bit of form. 16 times they played each other since 2012, 6 wins apiece and 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for the Shrews. 2-0 win. They got 17 goals in 16 matches, 1.06 goals a game on average. Portsmouth under Mousinho, 2-0 win, their biggest, scoring 18 goals in 16 matches, 1.13 goals a game on average. Both sides on 75% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 6. Identical records over the last 6 games. Portsmouth are top with 45 points on the board. Up against Shrewsbury, who are 11th with 27 points on the board. Last time around, over in Shrewsbury, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2023. The odds, though, for this one, we have Shrewsbury 7-2 for the victory, 2017 on is your Pompey, 11-5 is the draw. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Pompey here, even though Shrewsbury should really give them a game, and it might even swing in their favour if they get a nice early goal. But I'm going to go with Portsmouth here, 2-1 win for them on the road, and that completes my pack here right now. And these are my picks, my final picks in the USA before we touch down in the United Kingdom. That's, of course, this is what the table will look like. Pompey leading the charge, Bolton in the second spot, Stevenage, Peterborough, Derby, and then Oxford going down, Carlisle, Exeter, Cheltenham, Fleetwood, maybe Reading. We'll see all about that when we come back around. But until then, guys, make sure you smash your like, smash your subscribe, smash the little bell. The next time you see me in this regard will be somewhere in the middle of the United Kingdom, or we're doing these picks live. They're much shorter. They'll be pretty much half the size of these videos, so much more condensed, much more brief, chucking the data out the window, going with my gut instinct. But of course, we'll see all those whenever we return. But until then, I'm out, and then see you later.